Hello, this is Theresa and welcome to my channel. Rarely do I ever start a video with something like this on my desk, but this is a rare moment and I was playing sorry, didn't mean to start the video with hacking. Anyways, I was playing and I thought, oh, I'll turn the camera on. So let me just take a quick drink here. I guess I did remember to turn the volume off before I got started. No, I didn't, so why isn't it working? Huh. Oh, that's why, because I had the volume off on my video. So I didn't hear that I didn't turn the volume off on my computer, whatever. Don't know how to say that. Okay, you take a drink and we'll get started. Now, I am going to do a little playing in and a little flip through of my current journal that I'm working on. So I was just gluing this element in here, and I had decided to go through my ephemera box, and I found some old ephemera from when I did the Tattered Bunny journal. And so I started separating out things that were more like the Tattered Bunny journal and stuff that wasn't. And so there's a lot of birds in this journal. Well, not a lot, but there are some. And so that's a good fit. This just has fussy scraps in it, so that's not going to be helpful. But I've got some thin or narrow tags that might be helpful. Let me just look through this real quick. That has a bunny on it. I'm not wanting anything with a bunny on it right now. That does not. So how's everybody doing on this lovely Sunday afternoon? I'm not going to take any of these because this kit has lots of Polaroid type looking elements already. I might use that. What is that? I don't know. I could use that. It's a bunny. Okay. This caught my eye, the red in it. So let's talk about the journal. I have been wanting to do a no-sew journal, and I fought with myself about it because I was like, this is going to be a fun journal for me. Do I want to take a chance after all the work I'd done on the pages and try to throw an experimental binding system and cover onto it? And finally, I talked myself into saying yes. So as it is like this, it's quite the chunky monkey. And this is really difficult for my OCD. Really difficult. But I'm still forcing my way through it, through the experimental process. I did not go totally no-sew. So there's 4 signatures in here. And they're sewn together, they're just tacked together. This is not a 3-hole binding, this is a 2-hole binding. And then each signature is hinged to the next signature. And so there's this big gap in between there, which bothers me, but at the same time, that gap also allows for the journal to lay nicely. So two-hole. Where's this one hinged together? Hinged. So this is kind of killing my OCD, but at this morning I was like, I'm probably going to take it apart and do it the way that I usually do it. And then by, what time is it? It's 10:46. So about an hour and a half ago, I said to myself, no, I'm not going to. I am going to reinforce this last page, and I'm going to put 2 eyelets in here, and I'm thinking about sewing a button onto this first page right there. And problem is, I had last night, before I did this last night too, I was going to reinforce this page and I forgot and went and did this, and part of me was this morning was like, well, just go ahead and cover that up and reinforce it. But then I was like, but I don't want to waste that. So I've really been arguing with myself a lot throughout this process. I just want to see something. Can I see the whole screen here? Okay. So now that I've talked about some things, I'm going to go through the journal and I'm going to look and see if there's some things that I want to put in here. These are like belly bands. And we got banners. And some tags. think I'm going to do that one right there. Now my philosophy with this, because I'm putting a lot of ephemera like pockets and belly bands and things like that, my philosophy is that they don't have to all be used. They can just be decorative as well. That's not really, I don't know. I keep thinking I might redo that. Maybe I'll just re-ink it. This is an old piece of ephemera that I had in here, just hanging out. I'm going to print out some more paper and cut out some tabs. Not backed. I don't know if I like that or not. Oh goodness. I don't think I do. These are funny. Funny. Too small. This is Medieval Mirage. Too much. I'm going to need to make a Medieval Mirage journal so I can use some of this up. cut that down. No, the aesthetic's not right. It's too big. Colors aren't right. Maybe I could edit that so that it would match. Getting warm in here. I'm just going to leave it in there for now and let I don't know, I kind of like the purple, and then the brown brings it back in again. I may decide I like that, so I'm just going to leave that there. And goodness. I could. I don't know if that would look good or not. Okay, let's ink it and see what it looks like. Actually, I'm gonna move the camera. Subscribership got up to 580 subscribers here this last week. Thank you very much for that. I don't love it, but we're going to leave it there for now. I hate when I decided the last minute to put a sub notch in. I like that better. Does this have anything in it? I don't think it does. But I don't have anything to put in it, so I'm not going to pull it out. Don't think that's gonna work. Nope. Everything's so big. I wonder if I could just cut one of these down. I don't know. I'll leave that there for now. That's a cool journal card. The top corners are rounded, but the bottom ones aren't. I do still have Stampin' Up! Stamps. That wasn't rounded. For sale. And dies and a few punches. I like this because of the London theme. I feel like that would be a scene from Europe, and it's, oh my gosh, it says large map of London right there. Oh my gosh, it was meant to be. Now, this wouldn't be as fiddly for somebody who didn't have tremors, but I have to go a lot slower with my tremors with this fragile paper. Those are my poppies that I painted, and I painted those on I painted those on one of these doilies, the big like placemat doily. Just had to have a book page in here because the story behind Poppyfield Avenue is that it's two friends meeting at a bookshop, and I'm gonna call them friends. This was fun. And it's got an urban theme in the area of London, bookshop theme. It's got a letters theme to it, so with envelopes, so there's a lot of envelopes in here. And here they are kissing. But if I had my druthers, I would cover that up with, and I told Louisa this in a message. I said, I would rather see her impose an image of something that looks like her from the back, because I don't care for faces. I don't care. I really don't even care for romance unless it's like more implied, or you know, I guess implied is the best word. But I thought something like this that looked like her from behind, with long blonde flowing hair, and maybe this outfit I could see her wearing something like that. I can't see her wearing those types of shoes, but maybe. And then just a guy friend without the romance of it. We used to down by just the two of us, a hug, a kiss, that charming. So yeah, I guess, you know, if you want to really have a broad connotation, friends might even gather like that and kiss. But when I see that picture, I'll think of Louisa and a guy friend. I so do love doing this sort of thing. I don't really worry about putting it together real sturdy, because sometimes it's just more about decoration. Just trying to make sure that glue is pretty dry before I put this page up against this page. Lots of threads hanging around, lots of lace. This was kind of a pocket built on some of my, so there's some things that I really incorporated into this journal, along with the Poppyfield Avenue kit. And I made, let's see, well, I thought I had a chunk over here, but now I'm not seeing it. I have a little piece. So I made like a one-sheet wonder of this paper. Hi guys. Welcome. Thank you. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Anyways, I made this like one sheet wonder, and I used it for hinging, and I used it for some embellishing, like to make this pocket. Have lots of envelopes in here. Okay, so there's another envelope. I keep seeing people say hi to Bridget or talk to Bridget, and I don't see anybody with the name Bridget on the chat. So there's Dorothea and April, but I don't see anybody else. I don't know. Final Destination. That's scary. I saw the previews. I don't think I have the stamina to watch that. This one oh, cool. How fun. I'm not putting a lot of glue on here. See if I can get this somewhat straight. Goodness, wants to just slide around. Up, and there's the air conditioning. So I'll try to talk louder. I'm having fun using more age tape in this one than I usually use. Okay, now something can go in there. That'll work. Okay, so I was starting to talk about the elements and then I got distracted. The elements that are personal to me for this journal. So, like, this is personal to me, but I did that for another journal, and it was leftover scraps for this sort of thing. But this was personal to me, and did we come across these are, but again, that was another project that I did. But I'm thinking of things that are specific. What is that? Oh, that's just something hanging out there as a placeholder. I don't have anything else then, do I? sure I really like these for this, but they'll work for now. Whoa, it's not even. I do like that one a lot. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, so I was looking for I brought so much in from other projects on this one. This big one. This is an element that I made specifically for this journal. So I made a one-sheet wonder, and I made masterboard labels, and I feel like there was one other thing. Oh, and I did insects. So insects are brought in quite a bit. I need a big journal card. Like this for this. I don't like that. It's too big. That goes, and I'm just bringing in all kinds of different birds, some botanical, some bugs. There's one of my big tags. I have big tags and I have little tags. Oh, and I also got some linen paper. What is this called? I don't have it handy. But Southworth, I think it was called, linen paper. Lots of envelopes were brought into this, so some are vintage and some are, okay, so that was the third element. So the painted poppies that I painted, the labels, and the one-sheet wonder. And then a lot of different envelopes, and some of them are vintage and some of them are like handmade. That's vintage. This is just a zipper pocket that I made. Oh, there's nothing in there. I like this because it has a heart, and I've got another heart somewhere else. Is that gonna fit? I think that'll work. paper. Sometimes I just embrace my tremors and just let me do things that are wonky, and sometimes the wonkiness works. I think I'm going to use this tape. Simply because I don't want it to show. I've been having a lot of fun with this journal. This is a total experiment for me. Total experiment. I've been trying all kinds of different things that I have never tried before. Thank you, April. Thank you, Dorothea. Sorry, Dorothea. I have the pronunciation in my book over here, but I've got my hands full, so I can't go look at it. So, apologies for not saying your name right. Okay, I'm going to leave that like that. I'm going to print out another copy of this and make those into pockets. There's going to be a pocket here and a pocket there. This is a tuck spot. And I like using these for this journal because, again, they're going into a bookshop. So these are library cards, but I think they correlate well. Whoops, need some ink. Better to rough that corner because that's the one that's going to show. Don't really like how bright that yellow is, so I'm going to stress that a bit. just like a little belly band. And this guy looks like he's from London. So I don't know if I listed all the elements that Louisa was putting into this journal. Graffiti, urban, London, bookshop, poppies. This is a belly band, but I wasn't really intending to use it so much because it's already chunky enough on its own. It's more for decoration, but it is a belly band. I guess I could put that in there. Put a little string on it. Is anybody doing anything fun today? I'll be crafting this. Oh, there's two. Come on. April is cussy cutting because she is not a big fan of fussy cutting, so she cusses while she's doing it. See, there's one of my little bugs. So the back part of my labels were white, so I had to take some of my painty paper, and that's not supposed to come up like that. To cover up the white, and then I put my bugs on them. So I did that on each one. This one I actually put cheesecloth and a little bit of my paper on it and some bugs. And that one I did that. Wasn't sure I was going to like those bugs after I went to all the trouble of die cutting them. I wasn't sure I was going to like them, but I do like how it came together. And I wanted to try and make this so that it would like blend in. And then this pocket is made from a straw envelope that holds napkins in it from Italy. Should put a little something right there. Lost where I was at. Whoops. Oops, I crunched that a bit, but junk journaling. And I'm just using stuff on my desk. That's always fun. Get rid of that stuff that's on your desk. I had an idea for a video earlier today that I'm going to call. You know how you've got videos that are called scrap busters? So I had an idea for a page buster video. I don't think I have any staples in my gold stapler. Oh, I do. Ooh, I want a piece of fabric on top of there. Fabric or lace. Some kind of textile. What did I do with that? I like that little bit of red because there's elements in here that have just a splotch of red. Okay, that's it. I knew my staple wasn't going to like going through there. Let's try it one more time. Bummer. Okay. See if we can pound it down without pounding my finger. It's hard to do with this big bump here. Ugh. Get your finger out of the way, Theresa. That's better. I like that. I have to find something to go in here, but I want that to be like that. Yeah. No. Have no idea what I'm going to put in there. Wished I didn't have that on there. Decisions. I'm planning on putting gold all around the edges. Whoops, that's why I'm using this Metallics Craftwork pen to mark where I want to cut this. Hold still, don't move. See if that will fit. I just want to see this. Little too much. Oh, it's not really wide enough. No, I could just do that. I will work on that more later on. That's going to go there. Used any pretty stuff for tag toppers. Let's use something pretty this time. if I can do what I'm thinking. So far, so good. I'm wishing I could have enough of this to tie around it, but I don't. Too short for me to tie with my hands. So we'll staple that. Just all my glue bottles are open. I better get some pins in my glue bottles. Can't believe I'm finding my pins as easy as I just did with all this mess. Finding pages that haven't been inked. double-sided tape. Yes, it's awful, April, when the sticky stuff gets on the blades. I don't use double-sided tape a lot, but I did with this journal because I used a lot of packaging for pockets. And a special element that I did. So here's the story behind the special element. My husband had something that he needed to fix on the truck, and it required what I believe is called an electrode. This is one of the handmade envelopes that I made for this journal. But let's go find the electrode. I did a lot of this stuff, so I used the double-sided tape for that. This is like packaging from Tim Holtz or something like that. The electrode. Jiminy Christmas. It's hiding from me. There it is. So this is the electrode, and this is probably where I got my scissors all gummed up. It's because I put some double-sided tape on either side of this, and at the time, I've since found some thinner tape, but I was using this, which is really thick, and so I had to cut it in half or less to get it to only cover this part. So that's how I gummed up my scissors. And this is, he had this big package of these, and I saw them and I went, wait a minute, that looks like it has potential. And he was like, pulled them away from me, and he says, wait, let me get the ones I need out of there first, because there was a bunch of them in there. And he's like, I need the 302 or whatever. And I'm like, I don't care, just give me the others. doesn't want to fit in there very good. I know what I can do. I know what the solution is. Like giving me an example of a gory scene. And can I just call you Doe? Because I don't like calling people by the wrong name. I want an example of a gory scene. Any decapitation? There, that'll hold that on. Okay, so I didn't come up with something to put in here yet. I keep gravitating towards this because I like the flowers, but the chunkiness isn't good for this. And I guess it's too thick anyways. Yes, it's too thick. So the yes means there is decapitation. Oh my gosh. Ooh, this'll fit. This'll look good. Whoops, we gotta ink it. I think I did watch maybe the first Destination movie, and I just remember like a young couple sitting in a restaurant and a car coming in and killing them. That's all I remember. Love that card. Yep, I love. Oh, it's not backed. Okay, it needs to be backed. So I need to mark my spot. Were they decapitated in that scene? I don't remember anybody getting decapitated, but it was a long time ago. Now, what am I going to back this with? I was just folding this to get ideas. Yeah, I think I'll back it with this. Like things that make me jump, so I probably would watch it. We do watch a lot of Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds. Yeah. Those don't usually make me jump. Whoops. Nope. Over more. Ah. Well, that paper doesn't cut good with an X-Acto knife. And I'm not steady enough to use the scissors today. Maybe, maybe not. Watching out of one eye, just for the family's sake. The other eye is on YouTube. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to get those little corners off of there. I don't think they're going to cut. Yeah. I'd want to think about crafting too to get my mind off of that show. Well, it's a little thin for appropriate backing for a card that I sewed, but it'll look cool if I do this, I'll betcha. Embrace it. That's what I say. Embrace it. I didn't. I marked it. Where'd I mark it? Oh, quit being lazy and just put that in there. Oh, it won't fit. All that work and it won't fit. Well, look at that. What does it look like? Ugh. My hands are bugging me today. I'm starting to lose patience. It does look pretty through there. Okay, fine. Fine. I'm going to trim it down. I got to be careful moving this journal around though, because it'll split, I'm sure. I gotta keep telling myself it's just an experiment. Wait, that's not where I need to cut it. I need to cut it here. A lot of fun with it. I saw this at first watching Roxy's Creations video, and when I see this one, I call this the butt because it looks like a little butt. Of course, that one looks like a nipple. Okay. Roxy just brought out, or Rachel just brought out that the one looks like a butt. She never brought out that never commented that the other one looks like a nipple. I just now noticed that. It was just a spontaneous observation. Go now. Right there. Okay, let's see if we fit on here. Go. That does look pretty in there with that and that. All right, that's enough for today. I think I am going to leave this one, is simply because I love the purple on it. Oh, it needs inked. Okay, I'm done now. Well, I'm going to make my closure. So I have to reinforce this back page. And then I will put 2 eyelets in it, and then I will put a button here and bring it around, and even though it's an alligator mouth, it will at least hold it together, and I'm pretty sure it would set up when it's closed. Yes, it will. But this isn't something that you want to hold like this, because it might fall apart. I tried to make it pretty. This paper is pretty sturdy, so that's why I used it there. And then I just love this netting stuff, so I just tried to put it, I wanted to bring it up higher so that it would, you know, you'd see it right there instead of just space, but it didn't work. I got it down low, so that looks kind of cool right in there. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll come up with an idea for right here. That would, because it would help if I could put a little bit more on there. The problem is that I could only pretty much use just the area from here to here. That's why I wanted to reinforce this, so that I wouldn't have to fight and be limited. But well, that's kind of cool how that heart sticks out. I just love the layering. I always layer my papers, but I went full tilt on this one. Okay, thanks guys for hanging out with me. Oh my gosh, I've been here for almost 2 hours. And thanks for chatting with me, and good luck with the movie. And I hope to see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.